Hello all, I've set up a calendar for booking tech for your class through Edsby. The process is very much like booking robotics, and I'll step you through it here. You will see in my groups that you will now have a PE laptops icon and a PE iPads icon, and you just need to click on the one that you want to book. So I'm going to click on PE iPads, but the process is identical for the computer cards. So I open it up. Before I show you how to book, to simplify things, I pinned over here period 1 equals 9 a.m., period 2, 10 a.m., period 3, 11 a.m., and so on. I did that just to keep things simpler, and you'll see when we get into looking at the calendar, the hour-long blocks are kind of the default, and it just makes things look much cleaner. So now to book. It's very simple. There's several different ways you can do it, but I'm going to suggest clicking on the little calendar in the right hand corner. When you click that, the default calendar is a month, and you can see that I've already added um, the bookings that were in the library binder for the week to come. If I float over them, you see they pop up, but even as is, I think they're pretty easy to see. Now there's several different ways to view it. I can go back into that right corner. I can click on the week, and you'll see that it pops up, and they're all blocked out in those hour-long blocks, 9 a.m. period 1, 11 a.m. being period 3. Again, I designated them in those hour blocks just so that it would look cleaner and it would be easier to see what was available. So if I need to book something, I'm going to look at Tuesday the 30th. What I do is I go into that block right where I want to. I'm going to make sure I stay on the top half of that dotted line just so it gives me the 9 a.m. rather than 9:30. So I click and up will pop new event. At this point, I'm going to go into event name. I'm going to put the name of the tech that I want. I'm going to put iPad 1. That's numbers 1 through 10. And then I'm going to put Earlier's Olafson, and since I'm a prep provider, I'm going to add my name. If this was your homeroom, 6S, 4F, that would be plenty, and that would let everybody know. Now they've got that done, it's showing people which tech I booked and where it's going to be. I'm going to look down, make sure that I have it for that first period that I want it, 9 a.m., and you can see the default here is 1 hour blocks. Once I'm at this point, all I have to do is hit save, and it will pop right up on the calendar, and you can see it there. Anyone who has joined the group and has that invitation will see the same calendar, and they'll be able to view it and know where it is, when it is, and which set of iPads is going that way. Now, if at any point I need to go back and edit or cancel a booking, I can just click on that event and it will come up again. And if I go down to the bottom, I can hit delete to get rid of it. If I need to change the time of the day, I can click on the clock and move it to, say, 11. And I'm going to show you one other nice little feature. If I wanted to book multiple days, I can click the not repeating button. I'm going to scroll down to days. So now that booking will repeat every day at 11 o'clock. To make sure that it doesn't go on for the rest of the year, though, I don't want under the until to have it forever. I'm going to click that little calendar and it will pop up, and I'm going to say I'm going to use them all week until the end of the week, which is February 2nd. If I click that and save, you'll see that that's been added all the way across the calendar for all to see. And I'm hoping that this will help us track our bookings and see what things are where, maybe a little easier than the pencil paper that's been upstairs. I'm going to just show you if I go back to the iPad icon and click on it, you'll now see that that booking has come up here, and that would be viewable for all. Over here is kind of a nice little feature. It shows you just kind of a quick view of tomorrow, who's got them booked and when, and then it'll list the whole thing through the weeks. A little less practical that, but again, if you want to see it in a more practical sense, you click on the calendar and up it pops. I prefer the week view because you can see it like that, but you can also break it down even to the day um, and see throughout the week who's got it, which set, and when. I hope this is helpful, and I hope that we're able to use Etsby more effectively and that it helps us keep track of everything. Thanks.